What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. Yeah, sorry for not being around on YouTube for the past 2 weeks because a lot of my students are having their IB International Baccalaureate exam and I really want to give them all the time, all the energy and, everything that I have so that they do well in their exam. But now that most of them are done, actually majority of them are done, I think there's only one subject left that I usually teach. So I actually have a little bit more time on my hand to focus more back on the YouTube channel. I understand that a lot of you guys have been trying to email me, and Coco has been great in replying many of your emails, talking mainly about the Eevee Heroes. So I really want to make a video to address that kind of things, to really talk about Eevee Heroes. And to be very honest, I was always reluctant. I was actually talking to Crystal Collect. If you guys went to her channel, I did an opening with her, with the Matchless Fighter in the Chinese version. So I did a video with her mentioning about Eevee Heroes and how I don't really want to overhype this product up just yet because I know it's going to be a hit product. And anything that I say or anything that I do seems to be adding oil to the fire kind of thing, adding fuel to the fire. But I do believe that I should make a video to address the allocation, what is happening, because there are many of you that is asking a question. And with that, I also want to argue, or I want to bring in the concept of being priced out of products. A lot of people think that demand of products will always continue to increase. But in reality, things doesn't work that way, and I'm going to explain why in this video. So first of all, I am going to I'm going to have a lot of really weird stutter in the video because it's been a while since I filmed a video, so yeah, bear with me. The first thing I really want to talk about is Eevee Hero. As you guys all know that, hey, I have my cheat sheet here. Eevee Hero is released on May 28th. And basically, like I've mentioned in many emails before, I would not know the allocation until they actually send out the products from Japan or in Japan. And that's when I actually understand and know my allocation of the Eevee Heroes. There is also a Chinese release on June 12th, which is very similar, and it's like a week or two after the Japanese release. So I will tell you more about the Chinese release and why it might be important to know that as well. Now, for the allocation, there has been rumors flying around everywhere. I mean, there has been rumors saying that it would only get fulfilled by like 10% of the allocation. So, if you order 100 Ks, you only get like 10 Ks. We don't know that. We really don't know that. There has been other rumors that it's going to be close to the Chilling Reign, the Jet Black, as well as the Silver Lance set, which is going to be releasing in waves. So they're going to break up that initial allocation into 2 waves. So it was also, there has been rumor. And there had also been a rumor saying that there is going to be enough in Japan. It's just that they don't want to distribute it overseas because the in-house, the in-country demand in Japan is so high. They really don't want to, give people other chance to make money. I've heard that as well. But these are all going to be rumors. But what is not a rumor is that my allocation or my concept, I've expected to do pre-orders, and you guys all know, and many of you guys have paid for the case or the single box on the website. For those, I've only allowed 60% of what I was ordered, what I put in. So for example, I only allow 60 Ks to be ordered if I put in 100 Ks. So that's the concept. So chances are, I believe that the allocation number will be a lot lower than 60%. So chances are, many of you guys that have ordered will get some sort of refund, but some sort of product as well. You might not get everything that you asked for, and that is pretty much expected. That is pretty much expected across the board. It's not just for my pre-order, but for everyone. So keep that in mind. There is likely very high chance of getting a refund. For those who ordered 1 full case, you might not get 1 full case. So what Coco will do when I actually know the number, she's going to send you an email saying, hey, you're allocated this many boxes. Would you want it, or do you want to cancel and refund the whole order? So I think that is likely to be what is going to happen. I will also allocate some of my bulk allocation for box opening and live breaks. Yeah, that's pretty much that for the allocation. So far, there's no news on the actual amount of allocation, so we just pretty much have to wait and see. And yeah, and the question is, instead of me trying to hype up or talk up about how good Eevee Hero is, because everyone's making video on that, I really want to ask, why are you guys collecting? Why or what is the purpose of collecting the Eevee Hero set? Is it because you guys like the artwork? Is it because you believe that there's a long-term value in terms of investment? Is it because you want to experience, be part of that hype? Or is it because you want to flip it for quick money? To be honest, it doesn't really matter to me what you actually want to do. But here are some alternatives. If you're here for the art, chances are that there will be the same artwork released in other languages. For example, Chinese, Korean, Indonesian. This is such a popular set that it is going to have an international language release across different languages. So if you really like the artwork, there might be a chance that it is cheaper to consider opening other languages. But given that, obviously the other language will hold a lot less value in terms of investment. So if you're really just thinking about collecting the art, you could actually just buy other languages and try and open those and get that similar experience. Most likely it's not the same experience, but it is definitely similar experience, as PSA is going to grade Chinese cards as well as English and Japanese cards. Yep, so that's that. But if you're here for the value, then you have to pay a much more premium price, because chances are this box will not sell cheaper than $150, $200 at release. And if people really want that value, they have to pay a much higher price. Sometimes it is what it is. And if you're a flipper and you really want to flip this, I really want you to kind of think about this way. There is a concept where people have been telling, hey, the demand of Pokemon is over the roof, it's to the moon, these sort of stuff. But you need to understand the concept of pricing out. Demand isn't the same throughout the same products. So if I have, let's say, Eevee Hero booster box, the demand may be very, very high, up to $500 US. But starting at $501 US, a lot of people will be priced out by a modern product or modern box like this. They would pretty much say, no, I will not buy anything more than $500. Simply, they just don't want to, they don't feel like it, or they just can't afford it. So the demand of products actually change and varies depending on different price range. That's why we sometimes see what we call a price ceiling. There is always going to be a ceiling price that is very difficult for that product to go beyond, because there is just not enough demand that is able to push it onto the next price level. And that is what I think is going to happen to Eevee Hero set. It's such a new set, and because it is a Japanese release, we're going to see the Chinese release afterwards, the English release later on in the year. We are really going to see a strong ceiling of this product. And for people who are flipping this, they should be very, very cautious, because it is more like the chances you're buying at 150 and you're hoping to flip it at 200, and someone's going to buy it at 200, not because they want it, they want to flip it at 250 later on. So for those flippers there, there is a risk. There is quite a high risk, seeing that there are multiple products going to be releasing in different language of this set. So yeah, demand doesn't just continue to increase. I really want you guys to keep in mind that, demand, there's ceiling to that demand. Now the question is, when the demand gets really high, when the price gets really high, especially for the booster boxes, just like Evolution or CP6, sometimes some alternative will be to buy these single cards. And I do believe that the single card will do really well, but a lot of people will be trying to open it to flip and getting the single card. And given that PSA hasn't really opened back up again, what we're going to see is we're going to see a huge premium on the PSA 10 version, because people are going to send it to PSA anyway. So $300 US for like a super express or walkthrough service. So chances are at the beginning, or at least that release in the first 2-3 weeks, we're going to see a lot of crazy price for this set. But will it hold? Well, if PSA starts opening up again in July, not so much. There's also one thing that you need to consider. A lot of the second wave, third wave, fourth wave, or reprints of a lot of the Japanese products, especially the sealed box, usually does not reach to places outside Japan. So for example, Shining Star V is a set that, I've been trying to really hard to get more boxes on, but they just really don't ship it out of Japan. A lot of the Japanese card stores, they're opening it, selling the single, so we can see that the single price is actually dropping and falling in Japan, but the box price still kind of remains high. It's very difficult to get access to these. And that's what I think it is going to happen to Eevee Heroes. A lot of the single cards will slowly drop in price, and if you go on eBay, there's going to be a lot of Japanese sellers that will have access to these cards, and I think that the single price of the single cards will drop in price. But like any other release so far, all the faux art, the alternative art rare at release, or the 2 months within that release period, is going to be at a super premium price. So that is something that you have to consider when looking at Eevee Heroes set. Yeah, and whether you're willing to buy other languages as well, because I do believe that, other language will print a lot given the high demand in Japan. I think the Chinese version will be printed a lot, the Korean version will be printed a lot. So something, these kind of things you have to really, really consider when looking or when trying to think about investing in the Eevee Heroes set. With that said, that's pretty much it. I guess currently, I think today you're gonna see this video uploaded. I think it's mid of May. I think by a week or 10 days later, we will actually find out the actual allocation amount. And it's gonna be a very busy end of the month. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm back on YouTube. I'll make more video, mainly talking about investment, talking about different products, and just share more of the thoughts, because trust me, there's so much things I want to make, especially that post office, post stage thing, and the Japanese post office, they are going to release some cards in August, the Marnie box in English, or any of the new Chilling Rain set, what's going to happen to it. I just have a lot of ideas in my head. Or even Fresh and Blood Monarch box, or a Digimon reprint of a special theme deck or not theme set in Digimon. There's a lot of TCG products, TCG news that I've been wanting to talk about, but I just haven't had time to make the video. So yeah, I'm back. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Would you guys be interested in the Chinese version of the Eevee Hero? Because the pre-orders for those are currently going on. So I will most likely order in a case just for fun, and to open it on live stream, or to allow people to buy it at a much cheaper or much more affordable price. If you guys want more, I can see if I can put in a larger number, but I have to see in the comment section. Would you guys like, or would you guys be interested in other languages as well, especially Chinese, obviously? That's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. This is Collect Pokemon. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Peace.